What up, y'all? It's your man ES the Herman Star back again with another video, and I'm here to do the general read for the sign of Taurus. So if you have Taurus in your chart, sun, moon, or rising, this is for you. What's happening? My moon babies, what's happening, Taurus? Alright? If you would like a personal read, you are able to book that with me by sending me an email. You can find my email in the description box below. Just know that there are scammers in this wonderful community. So if there's anyone pretending to be me, offering you reads, offering you anything else, it is not me. I will never reach out to you. You have to reach out to me. All right. Taurus, first of all, before I get into this reading, let me just pick it up. The Tower card. I feel like the past few readings I've done for Taurus, y'all, like, this has been showing up a lot. Now, I personally, as chaotic, as traumatic even, the tower moments are, I think they're needed. And with that being said, I like seeing this card when it's upright, of course. I like seeing it, but Taurus, there can be a time where, honestly, there's how many destructive endings are going on in your life? Like, that to me, and I'm not trying to judge you or anything. It's going to come off as judgy, but I gotta say it. Like, how can I say this? How much BS was going on in your life to where this just needed to happen? Like, tower moments just need to happen. Is this the same thing? Tell me, let me know. Is this the same thing, or like, is it just different things that just needed to happen? Now, granted, like I said, I like seeing this, you know, so it's good that it's happening, but golly, like, how much faking or BS, like I said, what's going on in your life to where you need tower moments in order for things to change? Things shouldn't always have to get ugly for you to want to for you to want to change them, or for you to realize, okay, this needs to change, or for you to accept the change in the first place. You want to know what I hate? This is outside. It's not snowing out, but there's someone in the snow, one of those snow plowers, just driving around. It's not snowing out. The snow is melting as it, I want to say a good 80% of the snow that was out from yesterday and the other day is melting because the sun is out. Those things are loud. So they're just loud, distracting. I hate it. You're driving around in the street, wasting gas, anyways, and disturbing my videos. Anyways, like I was saying to you, Taurus, back to you. Things shouldn't always have to get to this point in order for things to change. And although I am glad to see this, I am a bit worried, Taurus, that you are someone who doesn't necessarily realize the ending of something, or realize something needs to end until things get ugly and very much dramatic, which is a bad thing, because if someone is telling you that, let's just say you're in a relationship with somebody and they're telling you whatever issues they are having with you, and you just are like in la la land about it. You don't it's not what you want to hear, so therefore you're going to disregard all of it. And then they blow up and it gets ugly and their tower moment happens. And it's not until that moment when you realize, okay, they're serious, or you realize there's a problem. And it's not that they were hiding it from you. It was you weren't listening. for the entirety of them actually saying, hey babe, I got this issue, hey I got this issue, hey I have this problem. And it took for a Tower moment for you to say, oh, you have a problem? Yeah, they've been saying it for the past year or so, or for the past however long they've been saying it. So again, I mean, it's like there are certain situations where it's like it could be a too late, better late than never, but there's also a too late to apologize type situation here. I can't really tell which one is which. I am gonna say it's more so the former, where it's better late than never. But just to say, like I said, Taurus, I've been seeing this a lot in Taurus's readings, or at least I believe. I'll have to go back and check out my previous Taurus readings, but I feel as though the Tower card has been showing up for you quite a lot, and can't reiterate enough. I do like Tower moments, but too much calamity is like, okay, it's like destruction after destruction after destruction after destruction, and it's like, okay, do things have to really get to this level in order for you to listen? And if that is the case, I think the best partner for you is someone who is very, 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 very patient. And I'm not saying that to say take advantage of them because of that, but someone who is willing to accept you if they are. If you're not going to change this aspect of you where you only realize problems are a problem until it gets ugly, it's like, let's just, God forbid, we're talking about your health or whatever, but if it's someone's health out there, right? Hypothetically speaking. And, the signs are like you keep eating unhealthily, living an unhealthy lifestyle in general, right? But you don't necessarily see it as a problem because, well, I'm still able to walk. I'm still breathing, right? Until you find yourself in a hospital, until you find yourself having heart palpitations and things of that nature. And then you're laying in a hospital bed and the doctor is like, Taurus, what the fuck were you doing? Like, what were you thinking? What's going to happen? And you're going to look dumbfounded, to be honest with you. It'll be like, I didn't think it was a problem until it became a problem. So what I'm trying to say here, and you got two more cards. I know it seems like I'm just all up on this Tower card, but because, like I said, I've been noticing it for a lot of my Taurus readings I've been doing as of lately. All right. But what I'm saying here, what I'm trying to say here is notice the signs before it gets ugly. Preventative measures is great. You know what I'm saying? Have your little snacks here and there, but come on now, let's be smart about our eating habits. Let's be smart about our decision making. Let's be smart about whatever, right? You want to indulge in things, go ahead and indulge, I'm not telling you not to do all of that, but there's preventative measures, and then there's things you can do to make sure that you're able to live another day, to have that little Debbie snack or whatever that thing is, whether that is a literal little Debbie snack or is that, symbolic of something else, right? All right. I'm off the Tower right now. All right. And the little snowblower man is coming back like a fucking weirdo. It's not. Okay. Let me calm down. Woo. Oh my god, I'm gonna cover my face while I'm just getting off of being sick. This is not me being angry at y'all. I'm not blaming y'all for being sick, but okay. Now okay, there ain't some bars. I ain't cut that out. In reverse. This is someone who has the capability of self-sabotaging. So I did say I was going to stop talking about the Tower, but when you think about Tower moments, again, it's making room for brand new. But what's the point? And you can't say, Taurus, that you've learned a lesson until you actually implemented, again, preventative measures, or, you've actually stopped doing the thing that landed you in this mess in the first place. It's like somebody, and, this is why I say only adults should watch this, but it's like somebody who continues to have unprotected sex with, other adults, consenting sex, of course, but unprotected nonetheless, and they keep getting STD after STD. Now, they are getting curable ones, so they go to the doctor, the clinic, whatever, they get their little cure, they don't have sex for, a month, they get after a month of treatment, or whatever the case is, they get back at it, and then they're out here, they're still wilding, not protecting themselves, and they still getting some stuff. That's self-sabotage. And you cannot say, "Oh, I've learned my lesson from the last time when things needed to get ugly," like you getting that little virus. You know what I'm saying? Like, things needed to get to that level. You can't say, "Oh, I learned my lesson." You clearly didn't learn your lesson, because a month later, or 2 months later, or months later, you're back at it. And then 2 months after you're back at it, you contracted another virus, or the same virus you had before. And then you get the treatment for it because it's a treatable one, but then you're back at it again. So, again, that's a form of self-sabotage. And I'm not saying that, someone out there is going to contract them. I don't do predictive, none of that. The examples I give are the examples that come to mind. Sue me. You can't sue me for that. But anyways, it's just, that's the example I'm giving. It's someone who is landing themselves in the same trouble and claiming they've learned their lesson from the last tower moment, when you clearly haven't, because, again, the Ace of Wands in reverse is showing up. You're self-sabotaging. You didn't learn your lesson from the last time. You didn't. Learning your lesson from the last time, from the example I gave, is the person that said, "Hey, I understand now how icky it is to have an STD, and therefore, if I am going to be sexually active as I am, I need to wrap it up. I need to take preventative measures to this protection. Things of that nature. I needed to do these steps in order to prevent this thing from happening." That is someone who has learned their lesson. Not someone who keeps going at it over and over and over again. They regret getting sick, but then they end up doing it again after they've been cured of that sickness. Luck does run out. The luck does run out, Taurus. I'm just keeping it a buck with you. Luck does run out. Now, I'm not saying that's going to be the case here. I'm not saying that anything in this reading here is symbolic of that. Your last card is the King of Pentacles. This is someone who is a prosperous leader, essentially. Someone who leads with kindness. Someone who is very... And this is why I was saying, earlier, you need someone very much patient in your life, like someone who is a leader, but someone who is very, 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 very patient with you, because I'm talking to a Taurus out there. I'm not saying this is all, but I'm talking to a Taurus out there who very much is stubborn and very much is the type to, again, not realize things are bad until they rear its ugly head. But this is someone who will not give up on you after some time. After, 13 minutes of, or 13 times, or 13 years, let's just say, of you bumping your head the same way. You know what I'm saying? 13 years of you running without tying your shoes and tripping on your shoelaces and then bruising your knees, and they still come along and they are there to advise you kindly on the dangers of running without tying your shoes. They're there to tend to your wound as well. This is someone, I don't think this is you, but this is definitely someone that you have in your life, or this is the type of person that you need on your journey to wisen up. That's how bluntly I'm going to put it. You know? So if you do have someone like this in your life, or if you are in need of someone like this in your life, my advice to you, Taurus, is to not mess it up. Because this is the person who is very much patient for you. Patient, very, 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 that patient individual, like I said. That no matter how many times you bruise your knee, you bump your head, you get that ick, whatever the case is, they're not going to judge you. They're going to support you. They're going to be there for you. They're the one that's going to take you to your appointments. They're the one that's going to make sure you're on top of your medication. They're the one that's going to give you the advice. They're the one that's not going to judge you in general. Everyone else, I can't say the same for them. But this person right here is going to be the one that is going to be by your side. And so if you mess that up, Taurus, it's your dumb ass fault. And I ain't going to feel bad for you. Keeping it a buck. But that's what I have for you today. Alright, this has been your general read. If you would like a personal read, once again, you are able to book that with me by sending me an email. You can find my email in the description box below. Check out the other links down there as well. Help support me, the channel. Also help support the firefighters out there in California. Alright, excuse me. All right, still learning how to speak after not speaking for a couple days. Anyways, thank you for trusting me for being your intuitive reader for today, or at least one of your intuitive readers for today. Like, comment, share, and subscribe once again. And until next time, until next video, you see me when you see me. Peace out.